Berated B-rated movies. Welcome to Berated B-rated movies, where B-rated isn't a bad word. I'm Anthony.
Who?
Am Fernie.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard something else that time.
Yeah.
And I think the FDB, Brian. I don't want to be like, it's your boy. No, like, I'm not going to be that guy. You know? Maybe that should be a poll question. Should Brian start out with, it's your boy? Oh my God. I saw a fucking... did I send it to you on Instagram? It was these two roommates, and they both just had like a fucking soundboard.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, hey, bro. And the other one look around and be like, what? They'd be like, give me something to drink. And then he'd do it. And as soon as he'd do it, it was like, and then the friend was like, and then he's like in the bathroom. He's like, hey, bro. The other one's like, what? It's like, I have toilet paper. Throw me something. And he's like, and I was like, I'm sick. But instead of, they never said anything. And like, it's like, I'm sick. And it's like, and then he like covers his head. And he pushes, like, and you're like, what the fuck? And then it's like, I'm also sick. And then he like turns his head and he goes like, achoo. It was just all these stupid fucking sound bites.
Just people with like way too much time on their hands.
Fucking hilarious, dude.
Create all those sound bites.
Hilarious. But super jealous because they had the
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Dude.
So how have you been?
Awesome, man. Yeah, we didn't record.
Well, you did.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I didn't.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if you heard it.
I was at the most expensive place on earth.
Oh, Jesus. And I mentioned it, too, like on our episode that I did. I was like, oh, Anthony has to go on vacation to Disney, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did mention that on there. Oh, yeah. So, dude, it's been a while.
That goes out Monday. Yeah.
Right?
That's our bonus episode.
Dude.
Yeah, no, it has been a while. I missed it last week. It just felt empty without...
Right. You should have just hit me up from your hotel room.
Yeah.
Go on that fucking ride. You 100% could have done an episode with me last week. I know goddamn well it takes like 2 hours to stand in that line. Could you imagine how fucking hilarious that would have been?
How easy everything is with the Genie Plus or the Genie Pass?
Can't you only do one at a time?
Yeah, but if you like stagger your stuff properly, like you never spend more than 10 to 15 minutes in any line.
The last time I went to an amusement park, I think we literally rode 4 rides because it was like 2-hour waits in every single line. Where it's like, fuck you.
At Disneyland, like maybe we waited a little bit, but it wasn't that much considering. Like with the Genie Pass, like we would just like pick the rides with the Genie Pass, and then like if the Genie Pass was like 2 hours out, you just do a bunch of rides, and then like we spent a bunch of time in Fantasyland or whatever it is, the one that has like Alice in Wonderland and the what was it, the boat ride.
What would have been funny, seeing how, you know, we record video now, is you literally just standing like this in a fucking line for 2 hours and just talking shit about a movie.
And people are staring at
Right, people behind you are like, fuck, did that person's head just get chopped off? Like, what the shit is going on? You know? You have more than enough time to have recorded an entire episode in a line for a ride.
True. Yeah.
It would have just had minus the alcohol.
It was fun. It was like, I mean, I haven't been there in like 20 years, so I got to see all like everything that has changed.
Do they still have the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids ride?
No. Or at least I didn't see that. If it's a California Adventure, it's not there anymore.
I don't remember where it was. That was the best ride I've ever been on.
I know it used to be Soarin' over California. Now it's just Soarin'. So it's the world. It's not just California.
Huh. No. We, what do you call it? Last time we went to an amusement park, my younger brother and I, and then we had our youngest sister with us. It was a Honey I Shrunk the Kids ride. And it was 4D. So, like, you'd sit there, and then, like, when something happens, like somebody sneezed or something, like, a mist of water would hit you.
That's probably restoring.
You know, and stuff like that. But the best thing was my brother and I went on this ride first, and we knew what was going to happen. And so in the ride, I don't remember, something happens where all these mice get turned into billions of mice, and you see them coming off the screen into you. It had air, so it felt like mice were running up your legs.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So my brother and I knew what was coming up, so we put our youngest sister in between us and fucking held her legs down to the ground.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so that way she couldn't move her legs to get away from the mice that were running on everybody. Yeah, she cried. I mean, she's the youngest sister.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, that's the thing. Like, I can handle, like, you know, most rides. Like, I got Betty to go on. It was the Tower of Terror. Now it's the Guardians of the Galaxy. I got her to go on that. I just neglected to tell her that you shoot all the way to the top and then drop.
It's just gonna get real.
Like, I neglected to mention it until we were on the ride.
And by that point, it's too late.
And she was, like, freaking out. She's like, Levi's gonna cry. And it's like...
He's a man.
Levi was a fucking champ. Like...
Yeah.
Like, he was like, what is this? What's going on? This is weird. Like that was about it. Like, and then he saw that, like she was freaking out, but that was it. Like he was consoling her.
No, that's... My brother and I, my older brother and I, we went on a ride, and I'm not going to say the name of it, but we were basically in an egg, and the egg was spinning around, it was flipping upside down, or like that. We fucking fell out of our seats. So I never went on another, like, loop-de-loop
Oh yeah.
coaster or anything like that until the 8th grade,
Yeah.
when this female, I won't name her, but ended up doing a bunch of shit with this female, but she's like, come with me on this ride. And I was like, fuck, I can't puss out, you know? So, yeah, because of this girl in 8th grade, I then, you know, got my love back for all the roller coasters, hanging upside down, like doing loop-de-loops, doing everything because of this girl in 8th grade. And,
I think the only one that I was like, well, actually there were two that I was like, this might have been too much. Was at California Adventure they have the Incredicoaster, that roller coaster out on the pier. They just themed it as for the Incredibles. Like it's like it's all like it basically is like basically just a super fast coaster with like an upside down.
yeah.
But they mind fuck you because you start off like you like slowly roll out of the start, and then it stops, and then you get this build up like you're in like a jet engine or something, and then it takes off.
It does the Scooby-Doo run.
Yeah, what feels like 100 miles an hour to just like, oh shit, you like in your head.
It's official.
And then everything is at that speed, and then you go through the loop like that, and it's like, and I was on that ride, and I was like, I'm too old for this shit. Like I fucking Murtaughed the shit out of that. Like I'm done.
That's
done.
official. Yeah,
Like,
I haven't.
one was like, what was it? It was the Ferris wheel, or the Ferris wheel they have. Like it sounds so benign.
I mean, yeah,
like it's a Ferris wheel. How can it be scary?
right.
Like, they asked us swinging or non-swinging, because like.
See, and that's where it fucked my brother and me up, because
Swinging.
oh,
It's a bad idea, because then you get stuck in certain spots, and you're like going back and forth. Like, why did we fucking pick this? This is a really bad
no,
idea.
that's what the guy said. The guy, he's like, we told him, we're like, we do not want to go upside down because we were little kids. And he's like, okay, so put this pin in. So he put the pin in to not let us rotate.
Yeah.
But when the thing, if it's locked in here and it rotates like this, you're locked in that position. Where if you would have had an open thing, then when it went up like this, it would have stayed where you were upright. But since he locked it in place, our fucking, like you sit like this and it locks in place. And so when the thing goes up like this, then you're locked in place like this.
Yeah.
But if you would not have, when you didn't lock it in place, when it goes up like this, then you would have just stayed like this.
Oh no, this one had
Fucking pins.
back and forth. Like, it's a bad idea. We should have stayed with the one that stays in one spot.
No. There was, haven't been in a while. Like I said, they took forever to get into them. But no, we'd go every year as a family, and then I think our schools would take us like every year as well, but yeah, there's some shitty decisions that can be made. Thankfully, like I never got like sick, like I didn't get motion sickness. Like I remember my brothers, my friends, like we'd get on to like the teacup one and just go ham and spin it as much as we could. And there was like, all right, let's get right back on it. And like we'd go like 6-7 times in a row, nothing would happen.
But that was the other one was like because Betty doesn't like to spin. Like so, like I jokingly said like looked at Levi. I was like, okay, we're gonna spin it.
Watch
like,
this.
And she's like, you better not do that unless you want me to throw up all over you.
Ooh.
Like, oh, okay, I don't want to prank myself that bad.
Right. Haha, look at me. No. I'm trying to think if there's anything.
I'm gonna vomit.
No. I mean, yeah, after that 8th grade, like, got onto everything. There's some scary ones, like, Knott's Berry Farms.
Oh, they have some crazy stuff.
Oh, fuck. They had this one that literally, like, went basically straight up, and then it just did, I'd probably say, like, probably 185-degree turn.
Jeez.
But I was like straight up. Like, it wasn't just, like, one story. It was, like, up there. Like, I don't even know how that shit didn't fucking wobble and break off.
Yeah.
But that one, I think that was probably, one of the scariest ones. But yeah, we loved them after 8th grade. Before 8th grade, fuck that. I would only go on, ones that did not loop to loop.
Yeah. But yeah, it was fun. I mean, my favorite was Pirates because they must have done a ton to that ride since the last time I've been there.
There's that Days of Thunder. That was a good one too.
I remember that.
There was, this was probably at a different amusement park. Like we were right there in San Diego.
The one I saw was I saw a video for it was the soft opening of it was a Super Nintendo World.
Oh.
At Universal Studios Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Super Mario World is insane.
It looked good. Yeah, Days of Thunder was that a movie with Tom Cruise? Yeah.
Tom Cruise movie, yeah.
Well, it was kind of like the same thing. It's like the 4D ride where like you just go and you sit in a movie theater, and then like you get thrown around and move the car and the screen and everything like that.
Yeah.
As a kid, that was really cool.
The one we were strategic when we went over to California Adventure. We did the big ones first. We did they have the new what is it, Web Slingers, the Spider-Man ride.
Ooh, haven't been.
Well, basically it's like they had something similar at Legoland where it's all VR where it's like arm movements, but you're shooting webs at these robot spiders that are like multiplying too quickly, and you're trying to help Peter Parker save his lab.
All right.
They did the "Don't call Tony Stark" joke in there.
Ugh. We went. Actually, it was a few weeks ago. We went to downtown, and we went to an arcade downtown, and there was a VR roller coaster ride thing. So I put my kid on it. And we're with some friends, and they have the same age kid, and the other kid, he was like, he got really, 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 really scared, and like he's up against the machine, he's like, you know, and he has a headset on and everything like that. And so his dad like is like, holy fuck, and grabbed him and took him off of it. And the kid's just like fucking freaking out. And I was like, how bad is that ride? And so like the dad puts it on, and he's like, whoa, whoa. And he's grabbing on to like the fucking seat and everything like that. And I'm like, what the fuck? And so then he gets out and I put it on. Well, he gets out and then his son is like, I want to try again. It was a bad mistake to put him on the second time because like then it was like, you know, really getting into it. So I get onto it and I was like, holy fuck, like.
So they really sold it.
It was the creators of it.
Yeah.
Fucking holy shit. Like it was cool. It was really good. That was the first time I ever used VR. Well, not really. When I worked at that State Line, there's a casino out there that has that roller coaster, and it also has an arcade.
Okay.
And it had a VR set thing where like you get in, it's a 2-person like capsule. So my younger brother and I would get into it, and we put the VR set on. And since you've seen how big that State Line is,
yeah.
So for like every day for like our lunch, we'd just be able to ride that roller coaster like 4 or 5 times in a row, and then fucking just go on all these rides for free and everything like that. Because, yeah, well, I mean, it was. They weren't nice rides. Like every time we just fuck our back up, but we're just like, all right, let's try again. You know,
yeah.
Like it would go down and then it would go to a 90-degree turn, and you're just like, ugh, like.
Oh, it's the wooden roller coasters.
Yes.
Yes, I remember that from Magic Mountain.
Dude.
That's way back in the day, but they probably have gotten rid of that by now because that thing was like, I call it the chiropractor because that thing. Like, fuck up your back, fix it, and fuck it up again.
Like, I think if you fucking measured yourself how tall you were before you got on the ride, and then remeasure yourself when you got off, you'd easily lose like 1.5 inches.
Well, yeah, because, what was it, like, I remember, like, it wasn't just like a turn, it was like a...
Yeah,
like,
it was like...
hard clicking turn.
Yeah, you would drop all the way down, and then it literally would just flat out.
Yeah.
You know, like, it fucked us up every single time. We're like, oh, you know, but they had that that VR one, and that's the only one like watching or being in that ride like 2 times in a row. The second time that you were on it, like all of a sudden you started just feeling like shit. Like you're like, fuck. Like it wasn't like you were gonna. It wasn't to the point where like you wanted to puke, you know. But you're just like, fuck, I just don't feel good.
Yeah, you don't feel great. Yeah.
You know? And it's not like it was scary. It didn't go on loops, didn't do anything like that. But, like, you know, like when the first cell phones came out, it gave everybody fucking cancer.
Yeah.
It seemed like it was something like that. It was like the very first headset or VR set was right there. So it fucking was probably giving us, like, I don't know.
Which they just gave us VR headsets for nursing school, so... Which, I don't know why we need it, but okay.
They'll have to show it to me later.
Yeah.
What if it's like is it like a really good one, or is it the one where you got to put your phone into it?
It's the Quest 2.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Can you download games on it?
Yeah.
Oh shit. There's so many games that like I see funny ass video. Like, there's one called like something bar fight, where you just go and you fight whoever's in the bar. Like you just grab shit and just throw them at like, you know, but it's not like normal people at a bar. It looks like it's just a bunch of fucking, what do you call it? What are the circus people?
Oh, like carnies?
Yeah. It's just a bunch of carnies that are just like hanging out in a bar, like wearing wife beaters and fucking scrawny. Yeah. Fuck, hell yeah, that's fucking awesome, dude.
I mean, For what I'm paying for that school, they might as well give me something.
Right? Do you get to keep it?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, I'm gonna borrow it. They're like, Anthony, we see that you have not downloaded one single textbook for class, but yet you have 16 games, all related to bar fighting.
I don't think they keep track of that. Yeah.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
But, sorry, goddamn.
Oh yeah, what are we watching tonight?
Yeah,
We were watching the Murder Podcast.
seems. I mean, seems about right.
Two amateur podcasters
Rookies.
go after or try to solve a murder,
Oh, is that what it's about?
and some supernatural stuff starts happening.
Oh, okay. I didn't. You know me. I watched those trailers,
I watched the trailer.
and at first I thought it was, you know, that they were going to get murdered, you know, but it actually turns out who are those? The podcast or the brothers that solve crimes, and everybody thinks that they're not straight.
I don't
What?
remember.
I know South Park used to make fun of them. It's like, oh,
For the Hardy Boys?
yeah.
Yeah.
So there's the fucking Hardy Boys.
The Hardy Boys.
It looks, you know, after watching the trailer for it, it looks like it is the Hardy Boys. It's like, I'm getting such a big clue right now.
Raging Blue.
Follow my clue. And they're gritting their teeth like that. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Murder Podcast.
Yes.
And what are we sipping on?
This is Samuel Grant and Coke Zero.
Fucking Samuel Grant. It's so smooth.
It is.
Yeah, we have maybe we should mention, we have a couple bourbon and whiskey people that are following us.
Yeah.
You know, they've made a couple comments on our posts. So, I mean, if you listen to this and want to sponsor us, send us some of the bourbon or whiskey that you guys are whipping up.
We'll drink it. We'll talk about it.
Oh, for sure. For sure. But, what else we got going on?
Well, I think I already mentioned the special bonus episode.
Oh, yeah. Shannon Stocking and I, we did The Pilgrim. No,
Or Pilgrim.
Pilgrim.
Just Pilgrim.
She always made fun of me, too.
It's Hulu Into the Dark.
I mean, that's all you really got to say.
Yeah. You're in for a treat.
Dude.
I've listened to some of this. They go off.
I wish,
It's shit talking at its finest.
oh, man.
But yeah, we have some fun ones coming up in February. Without saying too much yet.
We've got a website
Good website.
that when it does go live, it'll be beratedmovies.com.
And it will house everything.
Yes, you can click on it to be on episodes. You can click on it, listen to.
We'll ask you how many viewers you have, though, before
Right.
we allow you on.
How many viewers before you jump on my website?
Before you jump on my podcast.
Right.
I need.
I mean, I've got a girlfriend. Like, right?
No, we don't do that. We don't do that.
We have some fun tips on how to survive.
Yes.
Right.
Our wall of quotes.
What they've said about us.
Yeah.
Also pictures. Yeah.
True.
So if you guys write us a comment on Instagram, we're usually more active on Instagram. Facebook, we check Facebook, you know, but it's usually a couple days later.
Yeah, you're the social media guy. I am the editing / recruitment guy.
Yeah, we need to hire somebody. You know, I still can't fuck around with TikTok, man.
Yeah, I don't know how any of
I mean, like, I post on it every once in a while, but that's you know. But yeah, we have everything that is going up on that
we
website.
have our YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah.
So everything that goes out audio wise goes out video too. So it's all usually simultaneous.
Yeah. We've got some good questions that come out on Instagram. Oh, well, this is already going to come out after we've got that big question that probably is going to come out, but never mind. Yeah, I think other than that, man, we've got this much left.
Yeah. So I want to take a break and
Refill.
come back and begin this movie.
Get into this.
The Murder Podcast.
The Merker Podcast. The Merked Podcast.
Murked.
That'd be fucked up if they really named it. They could make a part 2.
Yeah.
The Merked Podcast, but it's, you know.
Yeah. Maybe. All right, we'll be back. And we're back with the beginning of
What the fuck?
The Murder Podcast. Brodacious Films.
It just said it in like 85 different fonts.
Yeah. That's how brodacious it is. Because it says it like that.
Brosified. Andrew McDermott. Name looks familiar.
Cooper Bucha.
Cooper Bucha. Yeah, that's a real name.
I assume.
Or is that like, you know, your first street and your pet's name? Ugh, dickhead. So we're opening up with somebody going hiking.
Listening to like Peaceful Thoughts.
And he instantly just steps on a fucking plant that's like a flower.
Yeah.
Fuck this flower. I hate nature. That's why I'm taking hikes and I've got a fucking legit ass hiking backpack.
So he just stops, and this dude in a tie-dye t-shirt is stopping and taking in a deep breath as he smokes a cigarette.
Hell yeah, he is. Nothing like fucking nicotine in the morning to clear your lungs.
A little formaldehyde.
Right? Oh, there's a shiny something. There shined a shiny demon. Do you have any tie-dye shirts, Anthony? And I hope you answer this correctly.
I don't.
Okay, you did. I've never once worn tie-dye.
So his calming, whatever it is he's listening to was like, you know, like listen to the rest for 1999, motherfucker. Like
That's good. Oh, he found a gold coin. You know, ew. I'm being 100% serious right now. That exact same coin, I bought those off of Amazon. They're leprechaun coins.
Oh, are they?
Those things are fucking like legit. Like I bought them for. I mean, my kid's not going to listen to this. He better not listen to it. But it comes like a bag of like 32 or something like that of these gold coins, and they're weighted. Like it feels like they're at least as heavy as a quarter, you know. So this kid, like we planned on catching a leprechaun, right?
Yeah.
And so we didn't catch the leprechaun, but we got the bag of gold. My son brings that bag of gold to school, fucking gives out like the majority of those coins to his like friends at school. And I was like, what the fuck, Liam? Like, you know, those are some goddamn leprechaun coins. You shouldn't give them those away. He's like, my friends wanted some. All right, so now.
Okay, so he was just playing what I assume is supposed to be like Call of Duty or something like that, and shit talking a bunch of 13-year-olds.
Potentially.
He even says like a 13-year-old.
Your mom.
Yeah.
Oh, like how it says 2020 goals, but it's scratched out and it's 2022.
Be healthy, kick ass, stop smoking.
So he went to the fridge to go grab a beer, and it's a 6-pack. So he grabs one beer out of the 6-pack, and he's like,
I guess 1 out of 3 is not bad.
fuck this. And he grabbed the 5-pack now.
He's kicking ass because he's not being healthy.
Hell yeah.
Or stopping smoking. So did his like fridge demagnetize?
They did. But here's something disgusting. Why? So he grabs the 5 beers so they're no longer going to be cold when he drinks them?
Yeah, why
unless
would you
he
grab-
shotguns him.
unless he's gonna shotgun 5 beers in a row. Yeah.
Yeah, but then he's sitting there, and now there's this loud noise and shaking of his house. He's like, "Oh God, mommy!"
And then the screen says "Game Over."
Try again. This dude's what, 35? Has a
Yeah.
mustache. I mean, it's a shitty mustache.
There's some
Going bald.
clawed-handed
What the fuck?
thing. Jeez, wow, that was quick.
That was fucked up.
That was really quick. And it just claws at him, and you see blood on the leprechaun coin.
That was fucking legit, dude.
Okay. We're in for a good one.
Yeah, that was pretty fucked.
Ramen reviews with Chad Thadwick.
Try it again. Chad Thadwick. You see how he comes in all hot?
Yeah.
We're not gonna do that.
And they got so much music running in the background, too.
Damn. Look at that.
But he even tells him
big
to
ass
stop the fucking
soundboard.
music.
He's got that huge ass soundboard, but then look, how come that guy's shirt's ripped? And it's not because of his bicep. Dun 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 dun.
Okay, I feel like they just took a shot at us.
What
It's
did he
like-
say?
He said, we're going to talk about something classic, but for the next 15 minutes, we're going to talk about something completely unrelated. It's like, okay, yeah, you got me.
Nope. we for the most part kind of keep related-ish,
Yeah.
you know. But at the same time, if you ever invite me over to your house, you're just like, hey, I'm gonna cook ramen in the microwave, and it's not like cup of noodles; it's ramen.
Yeah. So you should do it in like at least a pot.
Yeah. Like, damn it! Like that kind of just got me really mad.
Oh my God, they're having a conversation we've had before. You said, we have 103 listens. It's like, we're going to have sponsors. It's like, yeah,
We're doing it.
We're doing it. We've had this conversation. Yeah.
Ew, look at that big ass shelf. It just has a bunch of ramen on it.
Yeah. And now it's time to start pounding beers because our
But
podcast is killing it.
He threw ramen on his friend's face.
Yeah, he did.
You got a basement that we need to start recording in?
I don't. I have a first floor, but we tried recording down there and it didn't work very well.
No. But look, like it's so weird. Those guys are way too old to be living in their mom's basement. What the fuck? What's that guy's
He has like a weird gut.
when he's talking and flexes kind
He's
of?
like flexing his gut.
Yeah, and the guy with the ripped sleeve, it looks like he's wearing like fucking pilgrim pajamas. You know one of those ones I'm talking about?
With like the long johns.
Yeah.
Like you're getting ready for the long winter.
I'm telling you right now, as a friend, I fucking want a pair of those for like my birthday or Christmas or something. Those would be fucking legit.
So I'm assuming that's his roommate.
It was his dad. It's his stepdad.
Oh, it's that's his stepdad. That's weird.
No, I'm just saying.
Oh yeah,
It's his stepdad, like on Eminem on 8 Mile.
yeah.
Whereas the dude that's his own age is banging his mom and becomes his stepdad.
He's got like the Tom Selleck mustache and hair.
He has a prepubescent mustache.
It's like it's the baby mustache. So they drank too much last night.
And that guy's face was on the carpet, and there's white stuff coming out of his mouth that, like, when he talks, he's like, and it sucks up, and then it goes back out, and then it sucks up. That's
And the other guy's sitting there smoking a cigarette and waxing philosophical about having a podcast that got 103 listens last week.
I hope that's not a cigarette.
Or is that a doobie?
I'm hoping it's that sticky icky.
Yeah, it's a doobie. The way he's holding it, that's a roach.
Oh, and now look, he says, nobody gives a fuck about our podcast. It's his dream to be a podcaster. Yeah, for sure that's a fucking joint. Wake up and hotbox. And that's what my friends would do. And since I was there, I can't pass the blame.
So they get 100 listens a week. but they're not growing.
You know what's funny? Is look what that guy looks like. He looks like me in my Bitmoji.
Yeah, he does.
That's fucking nuts. I like how there's a hole in the wall, but they fix it with like fucking Flex Seal tape.
Yeah.
You use Flex Seal.
I used it, and it was a really bad idea.
That's so crazy,
It
dude.
was a terrible idea.
I have a very trusted person, and he said, "Oh no, Flex Seal's good."
Yeah, unless you're using it on your pool. It's a really dumb idea.
Uh-oh. So now the news. What fucking year was this? No, fuck that. This has to be nowadays because podcasts weren't out like in the fucking
Yeah.
80s. So why do they have that 80s TV right there?
Oh yeah, that looks like an old school computer monitor, basically.
And then look at that microwave.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? I like how it's like, oh yeah, we fucking drink 5 beers.
So they're gonna do an investigative podcast.
Oh, you can't mess with once you.
Once you commit to a name and you commit to a topic,
I mean, a topic.
I don't think you're married to it, but at the same time, like you tweak, you don't shift.
I like how he says ramen reviews podcast, and he only has fucking chicken flavored ramen, the shittiest flavored ramen ever.
I don't know that much about ramen
Oh,
because I don't
fuck.
eat ramen.
What?
No, I don't eat ramen.
Ramen's hella good,
I don't like ramen.
but you fucking church it up. Put
Okay.
some ramen, and then you
Yeah.
can put like an egg in there, some soy sauce in
Okay.
it. Fucking, you can throw in some chicken, some steak. Fucking, you gotta church it up yourself.
Okay, so
You know,
I mean, I'll make it for Levi, but I don't.
hoisin sauce, dude. You can make some good ramen as long as you don't use chicken flavor. Chicken flavor sucks. I like how the Long Johns. That's a shirt. That's not even a fucking
Yeah,
pajamas.
it looks like a peasant shirt from like. Yeah,
Like when he goes to jail,
he goes to jail. Sir,
right?
I
But I
need-
like.
I need I need some coins to get out of debtor's prison.
Do you see how there's a cot? Did you know? Look, they're sitting on a cot.
Yeah.
That's someone's bed. That's someone's bed. You, as an adult,
Are sitting on somebody's bed.
are sleeping on a cot as a bed?
Yeah. Okay, so
That's lower than a couch.
okay, so this is gonna sound terrible,
All
but
right, let's go.
when I first moved out of my parents' place
Okay.
after the military,
All right.
and I had zero furniture.
I'm
They
with you.
had like this twin bed frame
Okay.
and a mattress.
Your parents?
And they gave it to me.
Yeah.
And so I slept on that for like a month until I had a job, saved some money, because at that point I had enough for like to get into a place,
Yeah.
and I was like renting for cheap from a friend, and like before I could afford a bed, and I slept on that thing with some sheets and like a comforter for like a month.
Yeah. He slept on a bed. That's a cot.
Yeah,
You know that dude's back hurts.
yeah.
Yeah. How are we going to pick up on somebody and be like, yo, babe, you want to come back home and fucking get
Okay,
down?
so now they have decided to drive to the murder site.
Okay, so we're gonna start naming them. So there's Long John's guy,
There's Long John's,
and
yeah.
then there's fucking Junior Michael J. Fox.
Yeah,
What the fuck? Oh,
and he's got a shooter mic.
okay. So Michael J. Fox Jr. came up with an idea to do the investigative podcast. So now he's knocking on the door.
And they want to interview.
They crossed the security tape. There's security tape wrapped all around that house. What?
We're not the press. We're a podcast.
podcast. Jesus. We're here to save your, like, did you see the glimpse of hope and light that the mom's eye was? So they knock on the door and they're like, "We're here to solve your son's murder." And she's so happy. It's like, "We have a podcast." She's like, "Fuck me."
Like, go
I'm
the fuck
slam
away.
the door. Who the fuck has a podcast?
Yeah. Yeah, who the fuck has a podcast?
The scummiest of scum, right? God, ew. And then there's the mom is just caressing a photo of her son in his boxers, drinking a beer, flipping the camera off.
Yeah,
This is a pretty funny photo, though.
that's a good one.
But I mean, not for your fucking mom to have framed and be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
uh-oh,
So she sees the coin.
ew." And is that still blood all over everywhere?
There's blood surrounding the coin.
Why wouldn't you call the police and be like, "Hey,
You miss the blood.
exactly. Oh, okay, yeah, grab the fucking bloody coin." I shit you not. Text me and I'll send that exact same picture. That is the same fucking coins. That is awesome, dude. You can buy those coins on Amazon right meow. That's fucking hilarious. That's awesome, dude. Uh-oh.
And now the
Ew.
lamp is...
Stranger Things light bulb lamp.
Yeah.
I'm in the under. I'm in the over.
And starting to do the Morse code.
Come get me. Get the Christmas lights on the wall.
Tick, 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 tick.
Quit shoplifting, Mom, and fucking come help me.
Yeah. So they're just hanging out outside.
Okay, at some
of-
point that's fucking illegal.
Yeah.
Stalking. The fucking the podcast boys are just sitting in the car in their driveway, just blazing it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, so they were saying they need to talk to Stashburn. So I'm assuming this is Stashburn that we just saw.
Which one was Stashburn, the police officer or that?
The police officer, I'm assuming. Maybe he's their friend.
I mean, he had a big ass Tom Selleck mustache.
Yeah.
But didn't have any mush burns, sideburns. Fuck. Samuel Grant. Ew. See,
Yeah,
goddamn it.
Stashburn's the police officer. They're going to get him stoned.
That's his real name.
It's That's it. That's not a nickname. Wow.
That's his real name, Stashburn.
Wow. And
Oh,
he's having a liquid lunch.
I'm digging it. Like I have a couple flasks to my name. I usually whip them out on special occasions, like
Yeah.
you know, parent-teacher conference. Shit like that.
You need something to get through this. Get through the bullshit.
But I mean, I've had a few jobs that I'm not with anymore where I've had some drinks on. But what the fuck? All right, so now they're in
They're trying to convince Officer Stashburn that
I'm just impressed that that's his real fucking name.
that he's been murdered. That this guy's been murdered.
And does he? Bless you.
Oh, thank you.
Did they know that guy, or they just see him on TV and they're just like, "We're going to solve it"?
No, they just saw it on TV.
The Harley brothers.
Yeah.
Get such a clue. Ew. Everybody has a fucking stash in the.
Of course, he looks
Precinct.
like Leon the Professional or something.
I like how fucking Long John's. It looks like he hasn't showered in like days, dude.
Yeah.
And so the new officer comes in, starts sniffing because he smells that sticky icky on him because they've been hotboxing in front of the fucking victim's mom's house.
So they're looking at. They let the podcast guys look at crime scene photos. Then he throws up onto the photos.
Well, I thought that he was getting ready to, you know.
And he leaves the vomit on the picture.
Well, it looked like
It's
ew.
straight ramen.
Yeah, it looked like he was getting ready to, you know, finish. But he actually finished from his mouth with nothing but fucking unchewed ramen noodles
So gross.
all over the fucking photos. And then throws one on the desk and leaves.
Yeah.
As that other officer just laughing like, haha, but then he's also covering his nose.
Yeah.
See, don't
I
eat
mean-
chicken flavored ramen.
It's pretty funny.
It
But at the
is.
same
It's
time, it probably smells
fucked.
terrible.
So fucked. Ew. The only thing he's had to eat all day is fucking chicken flavored ramen and weed. Such a fucked up combo.
And beer.
Oh, yeah.
Because they were partying.
Yeah. There he goes again. I'd be so. God damn it, dude. Long John's guy is really fucking. Like, if you know me, like, I usually just rock fucking a tank top and some Jordans. You know, that's like my style. But this guy. Fuck, dude. Go change that shirt, man.
Yeah.
The sleeves all ripped. Rip the sleeve off. Rip both of them off. I like how that guy's wearing just the fucking vest. Vest.
So they think they have enough to record an episode by Friday. I don't know what they've gotten
1,
so
2,
far
3,
that
4,
they could
5.
use.
They have 5 questions. We'll keep working on it. Chad Thadwick. And you know what's fucked up?
This will start early tomorrow. 11 a.m.
Start early, 11 a.m. But what's fucked up is like now we can't say anything about like names because Stashburn is a real name in here. So is Chad Thadwick.
Yeah.
That's a real name. Are they doing an intervention on fucking Michael J. Fox Jr.?
They're going to kick him out.
Ew. So that really was his stepdad? The stepdad looks just as old as he does.
Oh, it's either kick him out or increase his rent.
$850 a month. You know, when I was... never mind. I lived with, somebody, and shit started getting real. And it's like, you need to pay fucking... It was something like at least or more than half the mortgage, but you can't have anybody come over. You can't have any food. You can't have any parties. You can't have anybody sleep over. And I was like, get the fuck out of here. Uh-oh. So there's arguing. For real, that can't be... That's just... That has to be a stepdad, which is really fucked up. Like, could you imagine that? If all of a sudden somebody who like graduated with you is like, well, son,
I mean, if that's his mom, then
mom's
like,
banging.
she had kids young.
And good for that guy.
Because she's like early 30s.
Way out of his league. Unless she's got that weird widow's peak. Just kidding. And so now the son's pointing at her like, you're wrong. I like that how like they give him that ultimatum like, you have a month to figure out your finances. If I haven't saved any money right now, what the fuck is a month gonna do? That's 2 paychecks.
You got a month to find a job. You can find a job in a day.
Chad just fucking punched.
Punch Stephen.
But at the same time, you know how it was. You got to pay first month's rent and last month's rent. And you only have one paycheck to do that?
And he's like holding his nose up in the air like a broken robot with his hands like...
But at the same time, like, I don't know about you. When you get off of work, you just go home and get into something comfy, right?
Yeah.
This guy, like, I hate when people say, let me get into something comfy. And they fucking put on, like, a nice button-up shirt and a pair of jeans.
Yeah.
And they tuck it in and wear a belt. It doesn't make any sense.
So he opens the box and pulls out his glass bong.
A dabber.
Bong-Ye West.
That's a fucking... Dude, that's wax, man. That shit gets you fucked up. That's just pure THC wax. But... It does. Like, it hits you good, but it's, you got to get that bowl hot, then you get your little bit of wax, and then you put the wax into it, and then it turns that wax into smoke, and then you inhale. Yeah, where a bong, it's water based. Yeah, man, this is stuff that I've heard.
This is purely theoretical.
It hits. And now he's watching a movie that looks like we would love to watch.
Yeah.
It was like the bad side of Harry Potter. There was a witch in a fucking
Yeah.
in the forest, and somebody just pulls out a 357 and shoots the witch. So now the mom,
This is the mom of the guy that died in the beginning.
and she's standing by a pool. I thought she was getting ready to take her shirt off and jump in the pool, and I was like, oh. What is she doing?
Just staring at the coin, then
What the fuck?
Staring
All of a
at-
sudden there's a black blob in her fucking pool?
yeah.
Oh, she's not even by her pool. She's on the second balcony. Which is weird. How is that balcony right there only like 3 feet lower than that other balcony? Doesn't make no goddamn sense.
No.
I mean, it is a nice ass balcony and house.
Yeah, that is a very good house.
Fuck, that is a nice ass house. An L-shaped house. All my houses have just been square.
And
What?
what is under that water?
Oh, it's moving now.
And the lights flicker and
Ew.
whatever the hell this is.
It looks like the
The
Crypt Keeper.
I was about to say it looks like a wet crypt
Jinx,
keeper.
157 God. Fucked up hair looking like that. Hair looking like spider webs and shit.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty effective.
It is. Like, it's fucking. God damn.
And it like flies at you? What the hell?
It's because the coin.
Oh, so it's going after the coin.
It clearly doesn't know about Amazon. Because you can get about 32 of those for about $20. And they come with like a brown bag and everything.
So Stash Burn and Jason.
You know what sucks about these, if these movies were real, is that it's like they only have one staff. So they work the closing shift, but then they got to get right back up for the opening shift.
Yeah, really.
And I guarantee they're going to work the closing shift tonight too.
It's a thankless job.
It's like, okay, when you apply, you need to work 24/7, 365. And you're just like, that's not real. That's probably a typo.
So he's got like,
Oh, so Long Johns comes in finally with a new fucking shirt.
yeah.
It looks like he finally might have showered because his hair is done differently.
And now they're watching the TV where they see that the lady they were trying to talk to is now dead. And he was going to shotgun those 5 beers. There's a picture of him shotgunning a beer.
Like, every once in a while, like, I'll stay up later than my wife and son, and I'll have a drink, but I've never been by myself, been like, fuck it, and fucking shotgun a beer. Like, what the fuck?
Like, why are you doing this?
Right?
That's insane.
Like, could you imagine if you were just standing, like, in your kitchen and you started shotgunning a beer and your wife came downstairs, she'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, nobody's here.
So no, he wants to quit the podcast because they can't get a sponsor.
Yep. But at the same time, you fucking eat shitty chicken ramen. I like how Long John's just bitch slapped and try. No,
Well, the bitch slaps are getting progressively
a little
like
softer.
more passive. Yeah, he's just like tapping him with his fingers now.
And now he just slapped him.
Yeah, and multiple in the face.
Ooh, Funyuns.
They grab their Funyuns, their
Funyuns. Ew, he broke his nose?
Yeah, he broke his nose. So they grabbed their Funyuns, their weed, and their shooter mic.
Like, I feel like if I ever had, like, long hair,
And flips
hell
off
yeah.
his father.
And he keeps it going.
Is he gonna start air humping? I thought he was gonna start air humping.
I mean, he tried to leave and he fucking hit the door frame. Like, that's, damn it. Damn, that is a thick flask.
That's the back Stashburn and Jason. Leone's a professional looking guy. Are
You want some of this?
at the crime scene.
Make a note that she was probably intoxicated while they're drinking from the fucking flask. Warm liquor. No. So gross.
Ew.
And now all of a sudden there's shine hitting the Stashburn's eye.
Yeah. And it's the coin. He's seen the coin.
Dun, dun, dun. It's like a fucking cat. Every time a cat sees like a reflection from your cell phone on the ceiling, it's like, we have that little kitten, we have that little cat, and it'll jump on the counter, and it's like, I can get that on the ceiling. And I was like, what? The cat's like, yeah, stay there and watch what happens to you. And like my wife and I were like, oh, hell yeah, watch this. And
It's about to eat it.
dude.
So now the podcaster guy, Chad Thadwick, is talking to the actual news guy
And the police.
and the police.
But the police just picked that coin up and put it into his,
His pocket, yeah.
get rid of these toddlers.
So he basically just called the podcaster guy a toddler.
And he said we're the same fucking age. But he just thinks he's cooler because he's like, I have a real job. I'm a news anchor.
I feel like they're having an argument like they know each other.
I hope they don't.
I feel like it would be more entertaining if they did know each other, though.
I mean, it would be kind of funny.
Yeah. Because, I mean...
But at the same time, if they didn't, that would be funnier-ish. Ew, have you ever had a LaCroix or whatever the fuck it's called?
Betty's had those before. I don't really like.
Does she like them?
It's not her favorite.
Okay, that's a correct answer.
She likes the other ones.
I
don't know.
don't like sparkling water at all.
She likes sparkling water.
Le Piqueur. My croissant. Bet you didn't know I was fluent in French, did you?
Merci beaucoup.
Pom pom dong. Oh, so now the news broadcasters, they do know each other,
Yeah.
but through third person. He
Oh.
says that his dad fired your dad from the radio DJ. So that's why he wants to be a podcaster, because he just likes mics in his face.
Well, yeah, because his dad was a radio broadcaster, didn't play the hits, but he was into...
And
Ghosts and-
whoop up. That was
Oh, wow. He just fucking mollywopped.
he fucking haymakered him. That was the shittiest form, though.
Yeah, it was like a slap punch.
It was
It's
like hit him with his forearm.
He punches the newscaster, and now they're rolling on the ground. Yeah, because that's why he's not knocked out, because you didn't close your fist.
Well, he hit him with his forearm. Like, it went like this. Bam! Like, hit him with his, Fuck, that hurt so bad. My tricep, my dog fucking got me.
At least if you can't, hit properly, at least go for a dong punch.
Jesus. Fake high, go low. He's like, watch this. Hiya! And then fucking do it.
Do the up high, down low, and just...
Dude, there's so many that get you. So like in Taekwondo, like you can't punch to the face. Like that's a rule. Otherwise, like Mike Tyson would be the best Taekwondo artist in the world. So fucking in Taekwondo, you can't punch the face. So what we would do to fuck around with people is we would sit there and we'd go, and swing up like this. Like nowhere near their face, but we'd swing up like this. And so they'd go up to block and then fucking whoop them, get them right in the ribs with a fucking roundhouse. Fuck yeah, dude. And there's like, then they sit there and they think about life. There's like, why did I even try to block like a punch that was like way up there in the first place? You know?
Yeah.
So now Chad Thadwick is arrested and he's just handcuffed
And they just leave pictures out?
inside the police precinct with the files.
This is very strange.
And he's like, you see?
All right, and we'll be back with more of the Murder Podcast. And we're back with the beginning, or the more of
Wow.
the Murder Podcast.
Samuel Grant.
I know.
I was going to say Samuel Jackson. Oh, nope, wasn't me, officer.
It'll get you fucked up. Yeah. Did you fart?
Did you fart?
You look weird. Just sitting all weird.
What the fuck? So the officer comes in. Dude, when I was in high school, I went to lunch with it was my girlfriend at the time, her friend, and it was only her and I in the car. And we were driving back from lunch, and all of a sudden my car started smelling like somebody ripped a fart in it. And it wasn't me that did it.
Yeah.
You know me, I'd admit if I fucking,
Yeah.
ripped one in my car. It wasn't me, though. So, I mean, deductive reasoning. It must have
If
been.
only two people were in this car.
And it wasn't this one. Damn, so Officer Stashburn not only has a flask,
But a tiny bottle.
a flask bottle
A flask bottle.
in the drawer. What the fuck? Is Stashburn and him just friends?
Yeah, they're friends.
All right, give me some of that.
Well, yeah, because he was talking about getting him high so he could get crime scene information.
That's good. I know some police officers that probably wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I know.
We do some funny shit, but nothing like, hey, man, like if I fucking, smoke you out, would you fucking give me the bloody pictures of every crime scene that you, like, that's fucked up.
Yeah, I know.
Uh-oh.
Oh, so he has put it together that the coin is the problem.
And now Chad Thadwick says he needs to take a shit. And so the officer sideburns.
I was about to say, are you going to go to the bathroom in your handcuffs?
That's
Like, trying to pull down your pants and do everything with handcuffs on is going to be really hard.
There's a couple times in your life when you're like, I'm completely disappointed. So, the rule. Like, you always wipe front to back. This is
Yeah.
the rule. Front to back.
No, it's back to front. What are you talking about?
All right. And that's our episode, everybody. Thanks for tuning in tonight. So, we have our son has a friends that are his age. Since they were born, they've been friends.
Yeah.
So, we're doing the whole potty training thing together and blah, 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 blah. And all of a sudden, one of the dads, like I was joking, I was like, all right, back to front. And he's like, what? And I'm like, what do you mean, what? And he's like, no, sometimes you can come from back to front. I was like, what? And he was dead serious. And I was so like in awe, like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, you're teaching your son to go between his legs and wipe from back to front so it gets on his balls?
Yeah, that's true.
Have you ever heard something so absurd? Yeah.
So that's insane.
Somebody teaches their son to wipe from back to front.
So they have the simplest and craziest chart to explain why these murders are happening. And it literally is just everybody who has died or is about to with coin in the middle.
Coin is the middle.
Yeah.
I thought it said Colin.
It's the simplest theory. Like,
It's like AIDS. It's like, this is the reason why. And you're just like, what the fuck? That doesn't, what?
Daryl, James. No.
Yes. And then it's like, there it is. I like how the basement doesn't have any like lights.
I know.
It just has like Christmas lights strung up.
Yeah, I see. It's just Christmas lights.
I like how Long John's hair looks like he just has like the Karen bob cut.
Like he wants to speak to the manager.
He's like, I want to talk to who the fuck did this goddamn brainstorming chart.
I would like to talk to the murderer.
Damn, have you ever tried that? That would fucking end it.
Yeah, right there.
Boom. But you know what? Nobody's ever come straight out and said, you know what, I want to know who did this.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, it's Carl.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
It's right there.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. So now they pull out a fucking map of the city.
So they need to find the stash of coins.
Anthony, you could say, Brian, I'll give you $1 million if you go to your house right now and fucking get a map of the city. I'd be like, fuck, I'm out $1 million.
Yeah.
Like a
who has,
road map.
like a road map of the city laying around in the age of GPS.
All right, well, easy bet. And so now they're just smoking that J.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is one time when I was younger, we were rolling this fat J, right? And my friend was rolling it, but he broke a pen on accident, and we didn't know because we were rolling it in like outside, and it was kind of dark. And we were rolling it, the ink, fucking from the pen, got on his fingers, and so then we were rolling it, and so the joint was blue from the blue ink, and the people that were next door to him had like those car ports, the diesel truck carports where it has like 2 or 3 levels of fucking things. We're laying on those, like hiding in the rafters when cars would drive by, smoking this blue joint. That's pretty funny.
That's pretty good. So now we're at Stashburn's house, and he's eating. Is that like chicken with ketchup?
It looked just like unseasoned boiled chicken, boneless, skinless chicken breast, frozen chicken breast. So not even like the good ones. And then it looked like he put either ketchup or barbecue sauce on it.
I saw a bottle of ketchup
Okay,
on
well,
the table.
Fuck.
Yeah. It's a weird condiment to go with your chicken.
I mean, if that's the only seasoning you have. I had a friend who would come over to our house to eat, and we made spaghetti.
And so they have an argument on whether or not they need audio and video. I feel like we've had that argument.
Yeah. This literally is. Who the fuck made this movie?
They know a lot about podcasting.
We need to contact them.
It's like, how did you get inside my head?
Yeah, so this dude would come over to our house to eat spaghetti, and he's like, how do you get your spaghetti to taste so good? And it's like, he watched me make it, and I like put all my seasonings and everything in it with the meat and the sauce and everything. He's like, oh, he's like, I usually just fucking open the can and like heat it up and then put that on my noodles. I was like, get the fuck out of my kitchen right now.
So now Stashburn's lights went out.
It seems like it's a pretty shitty power grid in this town.
I know.
Evidence of Daniel's case. God damn it. So it literally, his name is Jack Daniels. Yep.
So Officer Stashburn and Jack Daniels. I love the naming in this movie.
It's fucking amazing for sure.
We have the two like goofiest, weirdest podcasters.
Dude, that dude on the left, the fucking Long Johns.
Yeah.
It is pretty fucking funny though.
This is great. This is really good. It's very entertaining.
The Funyuns. Give me the Funyuns.
You mean Funyuns?
Nope, Funyuns. I think we did that. No.
Like onions.
Dude.
They're Funyuns.
Look up the fucking video. Even the employees say Funyuns. I can understand how it's supposed to rhyme, but F-U-N, Y-U-N. Fun Yun. I know.
I feel like you thought way too deeply about this.
Nope. Just reading it phonically. You like that?
Jeez, using arguments make me feel stupid.
Using logic with, especially with fucking phonically as a word.
Damn you, Brian.
It's probably not even a real fucking word. How many words have we fucking debunked or bunked on this fucking podcast?
We created a word that deserves debunking. I mean, technically, berater is not a word.
I know, berater is. So, fucking Stash Burn is going up the stairs with his gun hot and blazing, and there's a room that has a disco ball looking like flashlights going on in it. Oh, he's coming in hot. He's grabbing the doorknob. So the door's open, but did you see him grab the doorknob and twist it?
Yeah.
Hands in the air.
And there's flashing lights all around the room, a bunch of lamps.
I feel like we need to give a warning that if you have epilepsy, you should not watch this movie.
Yeah, really.
From the opening scene to, right now. Like, they probably don't like people with epilepsy. It's like, this will get him. Oh, so now there's somebody hiding under the bed. But I think it's a joke. It's a trick. It's a trap. Stashburn, don't look under there. He just finds a bunch of fucking crispy socks and fucking...
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Want to pause?
No, we're good.
Oh, you're empty.
No, just...
Ooh, hit his head on that shitty-ass TV. So
he's done investigating his...
is that his house?
That's his house, yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're in his house.
Okay, I was wondering, like, why the fuck did the doorbell start ringing? It's like, I'm coming, hold your horses. If you're fucking searching a house, you wouldn't say, hold on, I'm coming, hold up. So they're still in the room, and it was just a fucking empty room. Just a long shot of an empty room.
Yeah, and this is Officer Jason.
And his mustache. You think Stashburn is upset that the younger dude's mustache is bigger and fuller than his?
He might be a little jealous.
Like the young buck coming into town?
But he's offering him quite an array of whiskeys. He's even got a Japanese whiskey.
I've had that. I've probably got some at my house. There's only one. Like, fuck no. But I don't drink it like that. Fuck that, dude.
So
He's drinking a tall boy. And he's,
yeah, and he almost spits his tall boy out when he says he thought the murderer was there.
see, what I tell you? They were there this morning, and now they're fucking there tonight.
Yeah.
That's a long ass shift, man. Like, even if there's like, hey, we're offering overtime. Okay, I like to stay up fucking 72 hours straight.
This feels like the cops in Attack of the Killer Donuts.
Fuck
Like they
yeah,
just
it
work
is.
all day.
Because we don't have anything better to do.
This is the equivalent of we have two actors to play the part of policeman.
I like how they're like, and here's my... He pulls out a Tupperware container for the evidence, but it's his flask inside of it with the files.
Yeah, it's like, oh,
He's
hold
like,
on.
Here's my favorite evidence, or piece of evidence. And it's just this fucking flask.
Yeah.
He's like, I fucking hate my liver and kidneys.
And meanwhile, the podcaster boys are hanging out outside the Stashburn's house.
Podcaster boys. So just so everyone knows out there, if you too drink, eat some asparagus.
Yeah,
It helps your liver.
they're
All right.
berated, B-rated ramen reviews.
Eat some asparagus, motherfucker. Get your shit and, stay healthy-ish.
This golden miso ramen.
God. That's still. So now the police are piecing it together.
How could you do more than like 10 episodes of a ramen review?
One, you add pork, add chicken, add Spam, add beef, add egg.
I'm just saying, like how many different episodes could you have of that?
With, what's funny? And it's kind of, with like your son too. Like my oldest sister, she didn't like the broth. So she would just dump out the broth and then she'd fucking use the seasoning packet and just have seasoned noodles instead of having any kind of soup at all. And we're just like, what? I've personally have never tried it. Every time I make ramen, I fucking have the broth in it. I don't have, you're supposed to put 2 cups of liquid, but I usually put maybe like 1, maybe 1.5 tops.
Make it concentrated.
Yeah. Unless I add more shit to it, then I put at least 2 cups in. If I put eggs and fucking meat and shit like that into it.
Yeah. So now, both of the cops are huddled in a door or in a hallway with their guns.
And the fucking podcast boys are outside the house trying to get in, and the police officers think it's a bad guy trying to get in.
Yeah.
So they fucking have guns drawn. Oh, man.
These kids are going to get popped, man.
Fuck yeah, it's going to be hilarious, too.
It's going to be a hot gun.
Here we go with that scientific method of fucking around and finding out.
Yeah. Which, speaking of that, I saw one of those things today. It was like on Reddit. It was this dude that they tried to pull a prank on this guy at the airport and steal his, steal his luggage, and he like grabs the kid by the hair and is like dragging him around.
I mean,
he gets pissed.
Grab somebody by
Like,
the hair.
it's a bit of an overreaction.
No, I mean, you fuck around, then I'm going to do something. I'm not going to grab you by your hair. I'll probably fucking...
What I'm assuming is his friend is the one recording it on a cell phone. Because they're going to, like upload this to their fucking TikTok or some shit.
Like, I hate this. It's like, it's a prank, man. I'm only fucking dumping hot water on your brand new Lamborghini. So you're touching my Lamborghini, though.
Yeah.
And you wonder why I fucking kicked you. It's a prank. I'm just screaming in your ear. It's not a prank.
But then, this guy, flips out, and then, they call the cops and some shit. It was something.
It's stupid, all these fucking dipshits. There's a... So the police are now barricading themselves, trying to see where the bad guys are. And the 2 podcast boys are trying to get into the house. But the police I don't want to die. But there's somebody on fucking Instagram who's a lawyer, and it's called Lawyers Reactions or something like that. And so it's when these people pull these stupid ass pranks on you, you're wrong for defending yourself and doing this. You're just you're a fucking stupid lawyer.
Yeah.
There's no, you can't defend yourself unless you thought you were in harm. But the moment that you realize that you're not in harm, and then you start kicking their ass because you're just mad at them, you're wrong. And you're like, nah, how the fuck did you get your license, you fucking Alabama ass?
Yeah, really.
Yeah. What the fuck? So the podcast boys, that's pretty funny. The podcast boys are in there. Oop, and the demon is in there.
The demon's oh, wow. So... who shot that it ricocheted and took out the other dude's head?
Jason, the young
he shot himself.
Officer. Yes.
Okay.
So the podcast boys are in the house and they're hiding behind a fucking desk. What the fuck?
Throw a microphone at him?
Yes.
And then is now jumping on Stashburn?
So the police officers are standing there because they're afraid that people are intruding the house. And then the podcasters are afraid that the ghost is in the house. So The police thinks that it's them with a light.
Yeah, really.
When you clearly see both of them and both of their hands.
Yeah, so how are they messing with the lights?
Ew. Chad Thadwick and fucking Long John think that the police really did kill Jack Daniels and his mom. What happened?
Your sound's up.
Let me see.
Or is it me?
Up, I think it might have been. Fuck. Let's back up again. What happened?
All right, we'll go back.
What'd you say to me though?
I think your sound's up.
Oh man, I was just coming in hot.
We're at 21. Damn it. Why did I have to do that to me?
We could just start talking. Oh, fuck.
Okay, we'll just go from here. All right.
So the police officer thinks that they're fucking with the lights when he can clearly see both their hands.
Yeah. So they think the police killed
Jack Daniels and his mom.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. That seems so, but at the same time, what the fuck? That's your friend and you're going to hold him at gunpoint?
Yeah, really.
Oh, what? Is
And
the cop
he's-
having a seizure?
Yeah, full on.
Oh.
He's getting lifted by
Just kidding. He's elevating. Who is that? The girl from Stranger Things? What the fuck? The
the
police
crypt
officer's
keeper.
neck just broke.
Wow, that happened real quick.
That's fucked up. But did you see the thing was behind them for a split second?
Yeah.
What the shit? Exactly. The Long John said, who gives a fuck? Like, get the fuck out of the house. You literally just saw that human being levitate off the ground, Chris Angel status, and then fucking 90-degree turn his neck.
Yeah, why are we still in this house?
Get in your fucking Corolla, drive to your cot.
And contemplate life.
Look, that shelf. Look how many packages of ramen they've eaten in like 1 or 2 days.
Yeah. I've seen then there's like cup of noodles too.
See the cup of noodles? That's what you can cook in the microwave.
Yeah.
Unless you do that prison burrito. Oh yeah, you still got to eat one of those.
I do not. I will not.
We're gonna get you real faded,
Oh.
and we're gonna get a prison burrito inside of that belly,
And hell no.
chicken flavored,
Hell
the
no.
disgusting one. Ooh, Long John just said it. He's like, dude, people are gonna think that we killed those 2 cops. You know, it's like that movie, fucking Dell and Tucker Take on Evil.
Oh, I love that
Tucker
movie.
and Dell, you know?
Yeah.
Like, if you think about it, that's a fucked up situation because you're just like, no, really, I was just bent over to tie my shoe and this college kid jumped into the fucking wood chipper.
Yeah,
Try to explain that to a cop.
exactly.
You know, like, no.
Because coincidences don't exist.
Same with this shit. No, the police officer thought there was a ghost and he was shooting everything, and then the ricocheted and blew his own head off, and then he started levitating and fucking broke his own neck somehow.
Yeah,
No,
that's not how it works.
no. Is Chad Thadwick not his real name? What if our names weren't like Brian Anthony? It was like, you know, Michael and Doug.
Yeah, Doug.
Hey, everybody, this is Doug Sideburns. This is Carl.
Wow, and he calls him a fucking Chad.
Is that a bad name?
Well, yeah, like a Chad is like a douchey guy.
I had an employee named Chad, and we called him Chad Michael Michaels. Yeah.
And Chaz Michael Michaels is figure skating.
He's like,
Boom.
I am never satisfied. And he fucking. So now this.
$15 hookers. Just don't do it for me. Yeah.
So are Chad, Michael, or fucking Chad and Long John brothers? It kind of just got the vibe that they were. So the stepdad comes downstairs
It's a dog shit.
and scolds them.
And he throws a packet of ramen at him.
It could have,
What was that?
yeah, something. What the fuck is he cleaning up?
Oh, he's going back into his emergency box.
Oh, that picture of his dad, like he's fucking hot rod. My dad used to do all the stunts for fucking Evil Knievel just to make sure they were safe. Like, that's a fucked up thing to tell your kid.
Yeah.
You know, that and
Your
that
dad
your
was
dad was a
expendable.
water boy.
Yeah.
You know?
That's some high quality H2O.
It's like, oh, it's because the medulla oblongatas. And he's so fucking pissed.
Let's go back to Mama. What does Mama have to say?
They are brothers. What the fuck? I thought they were friends.
So nobody knows this?
No, I think they know it. I think that's why the stepdad came upstairs was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And one of them went upstairs. Fucking Long Johns went upstairs.
Yeah.
But look at that shitty ass room. You sleep in the boiler room of your house.
I know.
You're grounded, Chad Thadwick. Why does it keep looking at the same fucking picture of him laying face down?
Why
Face down in the dirt.
Why does he look at crime scene photos when he's going to throw up?
How are you such a big old meaty flower that you can't look at a crime scene photo?
Seriously.
You know what's fucked up? I had a friend and her dad was a fucking I don't know, investigator, police officer, some shit like that. And so he had fucking books of shit like that.
Wow.
Fucked up. Like this one person
Yeah.
went skiing and the fucking their poles in their hand went through the chode and out their fucking ass cheek.
Oh my God.
Like that. Like, do you just want me to let you die or do you want me to try to save your life? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's
Yeah.
some fucked up situations. Like I've told you before, if you and I ever go out to a fucking lake and there's just a bunch of fucking carp, you know, and I fall off the like walkway into the like hundreds of carp that are right there, let me die.
Yeah.
Don't bring me back. Don't reach your hand out to pull me back onto shore.
Yeah, I'm good.
It's gross. It'd be like, for the rest of my life, I gotta know that those disgusting ass fish touched me.
Yeah.
No, don't do it.
Also, now he's doing his.
Steven sucks ass. See, for sure, that's a stepdad. You wouldn't call your own son Dildo Baggins.
dildo.
It is a fucking funny ass name, but you wouldn't call your own biological son from your ball sack Dildo
He
Baggins.
looks like father. Like if Pedro was a father.
But he had like greasy ass long hair.
Yeah.
Martha,
Martha. Literally, I've seen the fucking Crypt Keeper.
right?
Yeah, you look like I've seen a ghost. Yeah, I've seen a ghost.
Yeah, I also saw fucking 2 officers accidentally take their own lives tonight. So that's going to be a stepmom. So there potentially could be another movie based off these two. Swing and a miss. How old are they supposed to be, dude? When I was in high school, I couldn't grow no fucking 5 o'clock shadow like that.
They look almost the same age. Like near close. Like maybe there's an age gap, but it's not what it should be. You know,
Right,
what I
like
mean?
how you look like on a Don't Be a Menace to South Central where he was older than his stepdad.
Yeah.
He's like, can you line me up, Pops? Like, what the fuck? No. See, that's his mom.
Is that his mom?
Yeah, he's like, I wish I could remember him. So do I. Ew, did she really just bring up the fact that he owes her $850 for rent?
Yeah, like playfully. But then she says she thinks she can talk to the stepfather about getting him a place at the firm that he works at.
Yeah, because he looks like he's educated.
I mean, maybe he's like the sleazy lawyer. He's like a Better Call Saul.
Right, Better Call Saul. It looks like they're going to start their own, uh-oh. The lights are flickering.
So does he have the coin?
Ooh, I don't know. In his boy purse? Uh-oh, so now the stepdad's coming down. Does his stepdad starts looking more like...
Oh, he's going downstairs to look for stuff.
Looks like he's morphing into a different race, if that makes sense. You know who he's starting to look like? He's starting to look like Dave Chappelle when he fucking starts putting on that, like when he tries to act like he's white.
Oh, yeah.
You know, where he cake on all that white makeup onto him? That's who this fucking guy looks like.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. And now he sees the coin on the table.
Yeah.
Nothing like stealing from my own son.
Good thing he grabbed the coin.
Right.
Couldn't have happened to a
Spoke
better
too
person.
soon. He didn't grab it yet.
But the lights are flickering, so I guess being around the coin is all that matters.
Did he just eat fucking shellfish and knowing that he has a allergic reaction to him? Look at his lips.
Yeah. That's some big old lips.
Fuck.
Oh, wow. So it jumped inside of him?
Right, and now he's just deep throating a ghost.
So, like, yeah, like the Crypt Keeper, like, shot into his chest.
And
we go back upstairs to Chad, admiring his dishwashing skills.
Oh, he's getting ready to
Gonna make ramen.
in the microwave again. Completely fucking
Oh, so here comes
bad decisions.
stepdad
And his
walking-
Chuck Taylors.
walking like
The dude from Men in Black.
like a newly born human. Like
Water. Sugar. Look how sweaty he is. See? He is. He's going to say sugar and water.
I think so. No. Oh, so this is the demon telling him everything that's going to happen.
Okay.
You're going to die tonight.
What's really weird is that all of a sudden he's wearing that fucking Canadian tuxedo. The stepdad. What if we're completely wrong and like all these are just fucking roommates? Martha, Steven,
So
Chad Thadwick.
She's sleeping with like, what was it? Like she had the eye mask on
And headphones.
and how do you sleep with headphones on?
I was about to say, can you sleep with that shit?
Those are those big ass headphones too.
My dad sleeps with fucking eye mask on.
Like that, I get. Like
Can you do that?
I couldn't, but I can see how people can.
I
But,
get
like,
so pissed.
headphones. Like you feel that on your head.
No. So my brother, he has one of those beds where it's like the ones that mold to you, or like you can push the remote control and everything like that. And they told them when they first got the bed that they need to practice sleeping on their back. And so when they sleep, they don't fucking roll from left side to right side and shit like that. You know?
Yeah.
So I can understand that if you had like that Tempur-Pedic motion bed and shit like that. But yeah, those eye masks, like I need to practice them, I guess, because like my dad will come into town and he'll sleep till like fucking 1:30 in the afternoon. And I was like, God damn it. He'll like wake up and he'll be like, all right, what do you guys want to do for breakfast? I'm like, we already ate lunch. Like, what the fuck?
That's impressive. So then, okay, so we missed the what is it? The other guy,
Long John. Long John brother.
was buying a bunch of snacks at the stop and go,
As if he had the munchies of some sorts.
and he gets stopped by somebody who looks like Nick Swardson's older brother. I was gonna go with Rick Swardson, telling him about the witch,
Ooh.
and her name is Esmeralda.
So
Okay, so she was accused of being a witch back in the Salem witch trials,
So why is this
or back in the witch trial days.
creepy ass fucking trucker looking dude talking to Long Johns?
He looks like he's got like a witch nose.
God. Just drinking that 2-liter of Mountain Dew, huh? So gross.
How are you still able to talk after you chugged all that sugar?
His piss is going to smell so much worse than asparagus.
Yeah.
And so then they keep doing the scenes from Long John's and the truck driver at the gas station to Chad Thadwick and fucking
And Steven, the stepdad.
Steven. And so
Steven Pedro.
Steven has been possessed by Esmeralda, the witch. Oh,
Appears like the Crypt Keeper.
fuck. So Steven Esmeralda turned and Chad grabbed a beer bottle and hit it in the head, and it didn't flinch at all.
Like, Steven looks greasy now. He looks all wet and greasy.
Steven and the truck driver
Yeah.
look sweaty as fuck. Like, for sure this was filmed in like fucking El Paso, Texas.
Yeah. Everybody's just sweating out their asshole all the time. Yeah. Lived out there. It was hot as hell.
That's the first time I ever encountered fucking humidity like that. I've been to China in the fucking middle of summer. Yeah. Fucking San Antonio is
Yeah.
just like it.
No joke.
Oh, so now the truck driver guy's saying, it's the coin. The coin needs to fucking do. I have PTSD of the dick.
Is
that?
it you dick?
I was like, how did your dick get afraid of something? I mean, I guess if you got an STD before. What the fuck? How come that bag was popped or the soda was popped?
Because he knocked over all of his snacks.
Did he say Funyuns or did he say Funyuns?
I think he said Funyuns.
I think he said Funyuns.
I think he said Funyuns.
Damn,
because
so
he-
Steven just fucking Shoryukened.
Oh, wow. So he just
Oh, he has special powers?
shot Chad Thadwick to the ground.
What if he didn't? It was just a boomerang. He shirkened him.
Maybe.
He has ninja stars. God, that mustache is really. Uh-oh.
Oh, wow. And he's
Ugh.
like got tentacles coming out of his mouth.
God. Uh-oh.
And so
Long John.
Long John's hits Steven in the head with some hot ramen.
And that's what.
Explodes him. Ew.
Exactly. Long John just yelled, what the fuck? Exactly.
Now you get to wear him?
What the
gross.
fuck? It didn't even kill the fucking witch.
No, the witch just moved. Wow, he has such a dedication to this podcast that he is still talking about the podcast when he's covered in his stepfather's guts.
Oh, but now look, he's not covered anymore. Wah, wah. We found that.
Yeah, it's a weird jump cut.
But his eyes are still closed.
Yeah.
You ain't motherfucking. Who's that? Stevie Ray. What the fuck? Who's the piano player that's blind?
Oh, Stevie Wonder.
Dun, 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 Samuel Grant. I see you. Yeah. so gross. Like, I feel like I kind of need to rewatch this movie, just to see if it was mom, stepdad, brothers, or if it was just fucking college roommates.
Yeah.
You know, because what if we're sitting here and we're just like, oh, fucking mom and stepdad and brother? It's like, no, they were all just in fucking, you know, Bio 102 together. Like, so fucked up.
Yeah.
Right? And that's why he fucking lives in the basement, in the cot.
Yeah.
That guy's hair.
So they're supposed to go dig up a 400-year-old grave of a witch.
You know how fucking hard it is to dig holes
Yeah.
and like chop a tree? You think I'm no? It's fucking. It's pretty.
I believe you. I believe you.
intense.
Yeah.
You know, like my buddy has a cabin in Montana, so we went there. I was like, hey, let's chop this tree down. Let's get some fucking wood and shit like that. So I was like, all right, dude, I seen this shit on TV. So I fucking start chopping this wood. I was like, fuck this, man. Like, what the fuck?
And people do that for like speed competitions.
Yeah. You know what's better than that? Any kind of tits. Right? If somebody's like, hey, Brian, you want to fucking chop this tree down or see that old woman from X's tits? I'd be like, old woman from X's tits.
10 times out of 10.
Yep. So now these guys are sitting here like, oh, what's this coin doing? Now they're touching the coin. We need to make some ramen.
Oh, because they're going to use the ramen juice
Yeah.
to get the...
God damn it.
The ramen juice gets the witch.
Chicken. I told you. Chicken. Look, chicken.
That's a lot of chicken ramen.
That was beef. Chicken.
You can actually spot the
Oh,
different ramens.
fuck yeah, I
Oh, they're going to
can.
boil. Wow.
Finally doing it right. Put it, see? Chicken.
They put a lot of ramen into one bowl.
It's 2 cups of water per thing of ramen.
They put like multiple ramens into one pot.
Yeah, and then I like the fact that they did eat the noodles though, so it didn't go to waste.
Well, yeah, they're not being wasteful.
So you know what's fucked up? My buddy and I, we used to work at a fucking phone calling center, and for lunch we would bring in cup of noodles.
Yeah.
And so how I would do it, I bring 2 cup of noodles. You make your first cup of noodles with the water, and then when you eat the noodles, you take that juice and you pour it into the second cup of noodles, and then fill up the rest of the water. So that way it's like super concentrated and flavorful.
Wow.
Dude, my buddy, as a joke, fucking went to this woman, and she's like, oh, I don't feel good. I think I have a cold. And he's like, you know what helps that? If you drink this fucking broth. This complete stranger took my fucking friend's broth after he fucking ate the cup of noodles from it and fucking drank the broth. I'm not fucking kidding.
Did she feel better?
I don't fucking care. Like, Anthony, you and I are friends. If you ever was like, hey, Brian, you don't feel good? Fucking here, eat my fucking cup of noodle broth.
My noodle broth.
After you ate the fucking noodles from it, knowing that your fucking noodles probably fell back into it for fucking what the fuck,
And all your,
backwash.
like, fucking saliva and shit. Yeah.
See, like if you were to take a strainer and then dump the noodles out and then give me the broth, I'd be like, okay, thank you.
Well,
but the fact that he's like, yeah, eat this after I'm done eating the noodles. She's like,
that's one of those things. Like Betty thinks I'm overreacting, but like if Levi tries to drink out of my water bottle, like
you're a dad.
it's a bridge too far. It's gross. I'm sorry.
I agree. It is gross, but you gotta do it. Fucking my son
slobbery as hell.
My son would fucking take Funyuns and he'd bite them and then be like, and then he'd get the slobbery on it and they'd be like, here you go. I was like, can I get a solid ring, please? You know?
Okay, so you're in her camp, I guess.
Oh, dude.
So they have a super soaker.
The old school, the
Old
good,
school, the one with the tube,
the good super soakers.
like the big tube super soaker,
Yeah.
filled with ramen juice. Is it still hot?
God,
I don't think so.
it's fucking gross. I think any human would be like,
Oh, so the name of their new podcast is the Murder Podcast with Chad and Eddie.
Thad and Eddie. He's got that little bitch ass gun. But at the same time, fucking Will Smith, as long as you keep his wife's name out your fucking mouth,
He's got like 3 shots.
he
out
has
of
that
thing.
little gun that he had in fucking Men in Black. That
The
little
one that
gun, but
erases your mind.
no,
not
that little
that one.
little tiny gun.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's been forever since I've seen that movie.
That is a tight ass fucking super soaker.
And he is, and so
He is
Long John's is
trembling.
shaking like a leaf.
Like a bitch. You gotta fucking do it, man. You gotta do it. You know how many times fuck you
I feel like we're allowed to say that because like we've gotten that word past, with
with
like
that movie?
titles. Yeah, with
Bitch
bitch
ass.
with bitch ass. Which I was like, that's gonna get us shut down. I'm gonna put it up anyways.
It warned me, and I was like, do it. And I fucking just
I
clicked
dare
it.
you.
Like my best friend. I've told this story, and I'm going to tell a story a lot, and it's even on our website. Fucking he parked in front of our neighbor's house, and the neighbor comes inside. He's like, "Hey, don't park your car there." And so my buddy, like, he's a nice guy. He's like, "Are you asking me, or are you telling me?" And he goes, "Because if you ask me," he's like, I'll move my car." He's like, "But if you tell me, I'm going to tell you to fuck off." And so this guy sits there and he's like, "I'm telling you." And so my
Fuck
buddy
off.
goes, "Well, then fuck off."
Yeah, wow. It's
so-
like you made that decision really easy.
Yeah. And so the guy's like, "Well, I'm going to water my yard." And he goes, "If you get any water on my car, I'm going to fuck you up." And so the guy's like, "Oh, shit. Now, you showed your cards and my buddy fucking called your bluff."
Yeah.
So now Chad, Thad, and fucking Long Johns are in the...
Or in the forest. Like the Blair Witch forest.
I was about to say Blair Witch is going to come through and be like, "I'm so scared."
You better be standing in the corner so I can scold you.
That was a fucked up ending. It was
Yeah,
a
it
pretty
was.
good one.
It was
I like
pretty
the
fucked up
conspiracy theory for that movie, though. They said the two boys just set it all up so they could kill her.
Possibly. But that's not where they went with the sequel.
The sequel, when they did that 40s dance over the bridge.
No, not that sequel. The 2016. Oh shit! So they
God
run into
damn.
some like weird like kabuki face.
I was about to
looking
say,
witch
so now all of a sudden the fucking witch is Japanese and is wearing a kabuki mask
that looked like a kabuki mask. It, like all the features are like super highlighted.
or a Habayu mask. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it looks like the makeup work from the first episode of Angel.
Looks like this is what I did on fucking Ink Master season 4.
I've seen every season of that.
There's nothing on TV these days. Is his hair getting gray?
Maybe it's just lighting. So something runs behind him. I'm assuming
Like, I
that's-
hear police sirens. Like, I don't know if that's in our neighborhood or if that's from the movie.
So Eddie Long Johns is staring at something.
It is fucking Blair Witch.
They're gonna Blair Witch this shit, aren't
They
they?
shouldn't. He's
And
laughing.
he's maniacally
possessed. Damn, instantly just turns that fucking 180.
So is he gonna figure out a way to get the thing out of his friend?
Without exploding him.
Yeah, because if he shoots the ramen juice at him, he's gonna explode him, right?
But I do like the fact that you know who's the good guy versus the bad guy, because the bad guy's There's those hiccups.
Yeah.
The bad guys, the super sweaty one.
Yeah. Looks like he's just oozing like juice out of it. Ew.
Fucking.
He just barfs blood onto Chad's face.
That is pretty funny though. Chad said, "Why?" And the fucking Long John says, "Because fuck you. That's why." That is pretty funny. That's
good-
fucking gold, dude.
That's a good reason to barf blood on somebody's face. So now he reaches for his tiny water gun filled with ramen juice.
Yeah, and you see, even the witch says, "If you shoot me, you kill Eddie."
So he's basically playing the bet that you won't kill him because you like your friend.
So gross though. Vomit blood. Like I don't care like about blood. Like if you fucking had a bloody nose, cut your arm open, chopped your leg off, blood doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
When you vomit blood onto me, that's when I was like, oh fuck.
There's been a few movies lately that I've seen that where like people get like things.
Witches of Eastwick when they vomit all those cherries.
Yeah, like when people vomit things directly onto people's faces.
Yeah, no, I
Like, I've
told
seen
my
a few of
wife.
those.
I told my wife, I said, the first time our baby pukes on my face, I'm instantly dropping that thing. Uh-oh.
So he does like a full flashback.
Of what? Their life together?
Yeah.
Oh, so now he wants to fight the witch. Huh? Oh, so you're going to fight a fucking woman, huh? Who the fuck
So
are
he-
you? Bobby Brown?
He's like fucking calling out the witch. Yeah. But he's fighting This is different though. This is like
Give me some cocaine, motherfucker.
this is like Bobby Brown versus the super powerful woman.
Right? It's Bobby Brown versus fucking Cyborg.
It's a really
God damn. And so
like he calls the being out of his friend so he can
and
fight
it
it.
shoots out. I've thought all this time that friend had a fucking a button on his shirt
So
of a daisy, but no, it's a daisy sewn onto a shirt.
yeah.
It's a pretty shitty shirt and stupid.
Is it better than his peasant shirt?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Uh-oh.
So here comes the witch.
Oh, fuck. So here they come again, fit in the box.
He's got a full pack of ramen.
Way more
Powder.
than one.
How are you not coughing right now?
He said that was 40,000 milligrams of salt.
I would believe that.
What? Oh,
So he's gonna cough, or he's gonna like puke ramen onto the witch.
dude.
Oh, so
There's so much going on right now. So when the fucking
they switched the coin. So he put the
Yeah.
coin on the grave, and it shoots the witch in the air.
but still Chad Thadwick's gonna die
back
for
into the-
eating fucking all that goddamn sodium from ramen. But he's like, there's something about me. I eat ramen for a living.
Yeah, I bet you're thirsty. He says,
And it's so fucked up because he's just eating nothing but Lego. Such a handsome boy. So fucked up because he just ate all that shitty ass chicken flavored ramen. If it was any other ramen, you know what I'm really pissed off? They used to have, and it's this, you know,
so the witch on her way out called him a fucker before she exploded.
do you know how embarrassing it would be if you died by fucking chicken flavored ramen seasoning? If that ever happens to me, Anthony, you got to promise me to fucking say that, like, I died saving, like, a fucking squirrel from getting hit by a car. Anything is better than dying by chicken flavored ramen packets.
Yes, I agree.
You know? Say I got a fucking wedgie deep enough that it killed me. Anything. except fucking chicken flavored ramen death. I said death.
So
That's the fucking end.
that's it. Yeah.
It's fucking awesome. Dude. Oh, hold on.
Wait, we got a little more. So they're back at the house, smoking weed in the car. This must be like the next morning because they're so covered in blood.
Only their track record of showering. But you know those nights where you pull an all-nighter of getting fucking drunk and doing drugs, and then it's like 7 a.m. and it's the sun's up and you're just like, nobody talks to anybody because you're all fucking just so tired.
Yeah.
No? All right. Just
I don't know anything about that.
so fucked up. You know, it's funny. Like we went out and it was about 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning. And somebody from our party was like, "Hey, I got us all 4 Locos." I'm like, you don't end the night on a 4 Locos.
You start the night.
Nah, we ended it. So we all fucking got all these 4 Locos and started just fucking drinking and pounding them. And then it was about 6:37 in the morning. We're like, all right, let's go to a strip club. You know how depressing it is? Like when you're fucking fucked up and you're driving, you're just like, all right, we're gonna go to this strip club. And it's like, bitch, we closed like fucking 3 hours ago. Dude, the sun's coming up and you're just like, oh, yeah. And then after you hit, like, we literally hit like 3 fucking strip clubs before we're like, fuck this, let's just go home. So from that point on, like, it was just dead silent in the car. It's pretty good night, I guess.
So they're listening to their podcast recording.
And their faces, are they saying it's fucked up? Oh, they didn't get any of it.
Yeah, they messed it up.
Damn. I wonder what kind of fucking, you know. I wonder what kind of fucking,
I wonder if that's the Zoom H5 like we had.
oh, that fucked up our first mics.
Yeah.
Which brings us, not going to say it, but pretty soon what we're going to do with the different mics and shit.
Yeah.
Boom.
All right. Well, that's the end. And we'll be back with
Do you see what I see?
I'll be right there. We'll be back with more, or with the end, with final thoughts on
With more.
with final thoughts.
Anthony's on it.
on the murder.
He's on
podcast.
point tonight. Yeah.
And we're back with final thoughts on the murder podcast.
Oh, me? No, I thought I liked it. I thought it was a fun watch for sure. You know, I thought I mean it was what I thought was going to happen, but based off the trailer,
Yeah.
I mean it kind of was. But the name of it, I thought that they were going to be the ones that were the targets,
Yeah.
you know, kind of thing.
Like they're being chased.
Yeah.
Not that they're doing the chasing.
But then rereading it, like you're like, oh right, it's a podcast about that.
About a murder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I thought it was pretty funny. I thought it was good. Like I think it's fucked up. Like if you know they're making these horror movies, it's like yeah, no, that was funny. Like it was supposed to be funny, bitch. It was supposed to be fucking scary.
Well, this one, like, I do believe this one is supposed to be horror comedy. So
Yeah, we've had conversations with other directors and producers and shit like that. I was like, no, it was funny, and there's like, you think it's fucking funny when somebody's arm gets ripped off and shoved up their ass? I'm like, oh shit. I mean, I kinda,
yeah, that's
but at
kinda
the
funny.
same time,
Yeah.
no, like, so no, I thought it was pretty good. Pretty good. Sounds fucked up. I don't even know.
No, it was for me. It was like it was more about the characters than it was about the because the gore is solid, but like the characters to me,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
they feel appropriately goofy. Like this is the world that you can be, like sort of like weird and goofy and eccentric, and it doesn't feel too far out of like, alignment with reality. It's more like a hyper realized goofiness.
And also
that makes
disgustingness of fucking all that chicken,
The splatter was like really fucking solid. Like
the chicken flavored ramen. That part alone is fucking gross.
and how we get that nice little red herring at the end. Like they show up with their ramen guns.
God.
And they don't even need the ramen guns, really. Like, they don't really play that much into the ending.
I do like how he did point out, he's like, you fucking ate that much fucking ramen package, you're just going to die anyways. Your kidneys are going to fail, and your fucking sodium levels are going to skyrocket. So I'll see you in hell, bitch. And fucking dips.
And then calls him a fucker.
Yeah, 100%. I hope when I get murdered and die that I come back as a fucking ghost.
As a fucking shit-talking ghost.
100%. 100%. Dude, could you imagine if you and your wife were just sitting here watching like a nice movie and all of a sudden me as a ghost like let out the loudest fucking fart that anybody's ever heard? Because you, for the rest of your life, would be like, dude, my wife and I were watching a movie and she farted. And then she would be like, oh, my husband and I were watching a movie and he farted.
Yeah. Like, you both blame the fart on each other because you didn't do it.
Exactly. And then I'm sitting here fucking hanging with Beetlejuice and fucking we're just laughing at both of you because you're like, tell me the truth.
No, you farted. No, you farted.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then both of you guys are going to be like, for real, I'm not mad. Just tell me the truth.
Just tell me, did you fart?
Did you do it? No. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's the type of fucking shit. Like, why do ghosts have to fucking be mean?
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How come they can't just be funny? So the only people who are ghosts are just fucking assholes?
But this is like a fucking snarky ass witch. Like, this is
Yeah, she was fucking... But at the same time, if I was like, oh, Anthony, you're a fucking witch, the only way to prove it is if I drowned you to death. But if you swim, then that proves you're a witch. No, it just shows that I can swim.
Yeah.
You know?
It
Like, that's-
proves I did laps at the local Y.
That's such a
That's what it
fucked up
does.
situation.
Yeah.
You die, you're not a fucking witch. If you survive, you are a witch.
Yeah.
And then we're going to try to kill you a different way.
So when you come back, you're going to be mean and snarky, which I get it.
But then at the same time, it kind of contradicts what we just said. Only assholes come back as ghosts?
Apparently.
So then how come when they fucking try, like, you know, like there's the fucking, hell yeah, I'm super pissed. You fucking drowned me to death because I knew how to fucking break dance. You know? It's not a fucking, I'm not a ghost.
Yeah.
I can just pop, lock, and drop it. You know? You put your thing
flip it
down,
and reverse
flip it, and reverse it. Yeah. So that's what the fuck, you know? These people, they're just fucking doing their own podcast, and all of a sudden,
Their ramen podcast.
it's pretty funny.
Yeah, that was a
We should
pretty.
do a prison burrito podcast.
Oh no!
I think you can only have 4 episodes: shrimp, beef, pork, and chicken. Nope, the soy sauce flavored. Soy sauce took over Oriental flavor.
Oh, did it?
It's the blue package.
Okay.
Oh, dude, I know all package. Pink is shrimp, orange is chicken, red is beef, blue is soy sauce. What the fuck is brown is pork? Yeah. 5 for 5 for Brian.
Because you can quote all the ramen.
Fuck
podcasts.
yeah. Hell yeah.
All the ramen packets.
Bingo. You're welcome. Oh, there's another one too. It's, I don't know what color it is, but it's cheese.
Ew.
Cheese flavored fucking ramen. You're just like, so is this macaroni and cheese? But it's soup. It's the same shit.
Cheese soup.
Yeah, nope. It was pretty good though. And what's funny is my son, we started giving him ramen, But if you open up those packets, because like you can make your own fucking flavored ramen, fucking open up the ramen packet, take the fucking noodles out, put them in the 2 cups of water, and add like soy sauce and fucking onion powder, garlic powder, hoisin, teriyaki, whatever the fuck you want. You don't even need to put those fucking packets in there. And then when you make your pot of rice, use those fucking ramen packets with the water when you make your fucking rice, and then it fucking flavors your rice. Boom. Bing! Wow. And there's the fucking star. How to Cook. We're changing our name to the Murder Cooking Podcast.
The murder cooking.
The B-rated cooking podcast, because they're like, Brian, did you forget that your fucking shit sucks? Yeah, fucking using ramen packets to season rice. Yeah, there's no such thing as cheese flavored ramen. Yeah, there is. Doesn't taste like cheese though. Tastes like bullshit. Yeah. No, I really fucking thought this movie, I thought it was awesome, man.
It was a really good movie.
I thought it was one way. Oh.
I feel like it's a movie that knows what it is.
Yeah, I
that
thought
was the biggest takeaway for me.
Yeah, I thought it was going to go one way, but the movie went completely opposite, and it's still fucking awesome.
Like it's like sarcastic, it's rude, it's snarky,
hilarious.
But it doesn't like there's a difference. It's like I think I mentioned it when we were talking to John Eisberg about like the Black Christmas sequel was like those girls are supposed to be rude and snarky and like all that. But like if everybody is rude and snarky and no one is sincere, then everybody just feels like they're like mean people for no reason because there's no heart. But like in this movie, there's like enough like people caring and people having like thoughts, feelings, and emotions that when you have the rudeness and the snarkiness, it actually works.
Have you ever been to that restaurant, Dick's?
Oh yeah, Dick's Last Resort. Yeah.
So I went there once for work. Well, we went to the bar just to get fucked up, right? Mm-hmm. And the employees came out and they tried to do their whole talking shit. I've never been more disappointed in my life. Like, because I was like, oh, these guys are going to, talk shit. And, like, you see all the funny videos of them talking like this. The only line they had was like, your mom.
That's it?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, like, we were out here and, like, let's see.
Fucking weak sauce.
No, I was about to say which casino it was that has it. But, like, it made me be like, dude, give me a fucking application here. Because you clearly don't know how to fucking do your job of talking shit.
Yeah.
So we went out to Dick's and, they were not up to par with their trash talking.
Wow.
It was really sad. It was disappointing, because you're like, I don't know, like, if I should, like, apply, thinking back at it now, if I should apply and be like, hey, can I only be your interviewing manager? Right? And then when they come in, I'll be like, all right, tell me the best, like, your mama joke. If it's like, your mom goes to college, I'd be like, okay, well, thanks for coming in. Fucking bye, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when you're saying being sincere and being, like, all of them can't be dicks. Yeah, man. Like, if you fucking can't hang, then don't fucking do it.
Yeah. But I think this one worked better because it's a nice balance.
It was good.
Yeah, it worked really well. Well, ready to close this out?
Yeah, it was fucked up when the other police officer ricocheted his head into exploding.
Oh, yeah. that was really shocking.
Oh, and then Side Stash, what was his name?
Stash
Burn Stash?
Stash Burn.
Yeah, it was sad when they passed away.
Yeah.
It was really fucked up when the ricochet bullet got him.
I liked him.
It was like he ricocheted
No,
bullet
he's the
at
one who got his neck
357.
broken. No, it was Jason or Tom.
Tom. What the fuck? You even call it, you're just like, okay, so that's Jason. But then they kept calling him Tom. So he just fucking had, when I worked at a restaurant,
Maybe he was Tommy Jason.
it's such a fucked up name. When I worked at this fast food place, we all had our own fucked up name badges. And at that time, like Juvenile 500 Degrees just came out. So people were like Birdman, Lil Wayne, Juvenile, fucking Lil Weeze, like all these, names.
Yeah.
And we had our fucking name tags on them, And like what's fucked up is like those name tags cost a decent amount of money. And so when like you're fucking doing your like monthly billing and shit like that as a manager, it's like, oh, I spent $10,000 on name tags this month. Like that's fucked up
Young Wheezy.
for dipshits to fucking have these goddamn name tags on them.
Yeah.
And for years and years after fucking I no longer was employed there, my friends and I would still take pictures of these fucking name tags where it's like, oh, remember this? Yeah. Like, I don't know whatever happened to that fucking manager after we fucking left it, but I do know that restaurant doesn't exist in that town anymore.
Oh, wow.
Probably because it fucking just went in there. It's like, dude,
You're spending too much on name badges.
you spent $5,000 on chicken, right? But you spent $10,000 on fucking name tags. That doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Yeah.
You
may be overspending somewhere. I don't know where it is.
on chicken. All right. I think we're
right.
done.
Well, we'll talk to you next time.
Yes.
Later.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to the podcast. This podcast is available on all major podcast networks and YouTube. If you like what you're hearing, please follow, like, and subscribe to us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.